What's going on, everybody? JD here for some more Ark, and today we're going to be back over on the actual live server, or my server. I'm not going to be on the, what's it called? The guild server. It's too hard to play between both, so I decided I'm just going to pretty much stick to. Oh, and I need to change the name of this right quick. Back to the name of the previous Ark. Hang on, let me fix this. Oh, there we go. It's a little difficult trying to play from both of them at the same time, and I wasn't really being able to keep up with the people that had things going on over there, and I don't really like that. I'll probably play over there sporadically, and when I do, I'll go ahead and stream that too. But going to be doing the majority of the streaming here on the YouTube Twitches and on the my private server here. I just like playing on my private servers. It just works better for me. So, last time that we were on here, we had finished taming a Pteranodon, which I immediately proceeded to butcher on accident and kill. Because when I removed the spike walls, like a genius, I didn't bother to go and check if anything was actually around me. And there were a couple of Dilophosauruses sitting there waiting to kill me. So they began attacking the Pteranodon, and it was bad. It was a bad deal. So my poor little newly tamed Pteranodon died, and I was a bit frustrated. It had been a pretty long stream already, so I decided, it's probably time to take a break. So back on this server, ready to go. Day 5 here is what we're calling this one. I'm just linking the video into the Discord for the folks that like to come and watch me. And that way they can find it all fairly quickly and easily, and life will be good for them, I hope. Anyways, we will get started. So what are we going to do today? Well, last time we also ended up getting some planters put out with some crops. We're going to take a look at those, see how those are coming along, and we'll go from there. We'll figure it out. So we've got the boat. The boat's still here all together. It's doing fantastical. I'm at level 36. I still need some hands. Can I make hands? I don't remember. Nope, I don't have a gloves pattern. It doesn't look like. Okay. Let's check on these crops. It looks like some of the crops died. I'm not surprised by that because I did not keep them fertilized. But we did get quite a few narco berries. I'll take those. Awesome. And we got some mayho berries and mayho seeds back. Awesome. Got some rock carrots. That's a big deal. If we can get the correct eggs with those rock carrots, we'll be sitting pretty. We can make kibble for Pteranodons. And kibble with Pteranodons will mean that we can start, actually taming ourselves some good dinos. I am being attacked by a dilo. That's bad. He's 130. That's really bad. I am overweight. So we're going to snap this out and start shooting him in the face while I move into position to actually kill him. Yay for XP. Why am I so overweight right now? What am I? Oh, I'm carrying a lot of stuff. Okay. Well then. What do we want to do about this situation? Let's make some stuff that's worth making. I'm going to make a raft just because it gives me a lot of experience and it's going to use up most of this wood. And during the time I make that raft, I'm going to try to make as much distance towards my casa here as I can. And there we go. Yay, we got a level out of that. Awesome. So right now we're at 175% melee damage with 110% movement speed, 250 carry weight. I'm going to continue to bump melee damage up to 180. I think it's worth it to me. We still got our little trike chilling here. How's he doing on food? Still got plenty of food. Plenty of narcos in here as well. We've been making narcotics. We lost some narcotics on a bad dodo tame the other day. It was bad on us, not on the dodo. We made a stupid move. We need a bunch of meat. A bunch of meat would come in super handy right now. We've got, our little smithy right here to craft out of, and we're actually going to make use of that raft. I didn't just make it for XP. So we've got the exploration raft that we're currently rocking. Cool. But we can do so much more, right? We can get like a taming raft ready, and rafts are just good. They're just good boats. Well, they're boats, obviously. They're just good to have. High utility involved in rafts. So let's step out here and let's drop this bad mamma jamma on the water. And there we go. There's our raft number 2. We have some fertilizer up there, so we could refertilize these crop plots. I'm not going to right now. Those rock carrots are kind of a fantastic thing to have. I'm very happy about that. No more rock carrots will go until I take those rock carrots out. But I don't have any dodo eggs. So I want to do a few things. I want to stone up the base completely. Now we've got a safe place to start storing dodos. We've got a safe place to keep our trike for right now. That's good. But we don't really have any dodos. I've started building these stone walls around the edge of the base. I need to get all of the stone foundations built. That'll go a long ways for this. And this is still really realistically just going to be more or less a early taming and I guess egg farming area more than it is anything else. I am doing all of this in 1080p now. I hope the videos are coming through a bit clear. If you happen to be watching at a later time, leave me a comment and let me know if things are coming through clear. If you're watching me live stream right now, I think I've got 1 viewer on Twitch and 1 or 2 on YouTube. I don't really have that big of an audience built back up yet, because probably due to my inconsistency with how often I stream. But let me know how your quality is while you're watching the video. It'll be good to hear. I seem to be having some volume issues possibly with the mic. I'll be looking into that to make that a bit louder as we go. In fact, I'm going to do something with that right now. I'm going to up the dB a little bit here and see if that wrong one. Should be a spot on here where I can fix and tweak this. I'm not sure if I need to or not, but I'm gonna. I've heard a few of the videos and I'm not really happy with the current audio levels that I'm seeing. So I'll deal with that later though. I don't want to deal with it right now. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so hopefully the quality of the videos is coming through cleanly for you guys and they're enjoyable and all of that good stuff. But what I need right now is I need some dodos and I need some stone and I need them kind of quickly. So let's get to work on this. What I think I want to do is go with, between 4 and 5 females to 1 male. I think that's a good amount of dodos to get us started with eggs. There's a dodo over here. Let's hope it's a low level. It is not. It's a 120, so it's getting slaughtered because I don't need a 120 dodo. That takes way too long to tame. It's not worth it to me. All it's for is eggs anyways. What level is this trike? Level 70. Not in the mood to mess with level 70. We've got a Phiomia. 1 second. Alright. So let's see if there's any dodos down here on the beach. Now while we're at it, let's start looking at what we can craft. We're looking for stone foundations. So low on wood, got plenty of everything else. We got a dilo up ahead. I'm actually going to pop this dilo with our crossbow, our handy dandy trusty cross bibbles. Right there. Bam. He's going to come charging forward. We're going to pop him again, and he's down. Nice little level 90 kill. Crossbows are super fun, super strong. Great thing to start using at this point in the game. Alright, that's one of those little thieving bastards that I hate so much. He's coming right for us. We're going to shoot him in the face. And then we're going to pull this out. He's still trying to get to me. I'm going to wrap him up. He's wrapped. He was able to take some trank arrows from us, but he's not getting away, so it doesn't really matter. Nice try, buddy. Nice try. Okay. Wood was the thing we were needing to be able to get back to work on the things and the stuffs that we want to make. And that would be some stone foundations. Get them under the house. Get the house, stable, solid, where hopefully no dinos are going to be able to break it, and I can start using it kind of as a fortress to siege things with. Now, obviously, a big dino like that one over there is not something we want to attack from our house. But being able to attack and kill things like trikes, if necessary, raptors, that's a bonus. Now, realistically, I can do that with wood. But I also need the XP from crafting everything out of stone. Oh, I do have gloves. Right there. Beautiful. Now, apparently, I am hungry. And I don't think I have any bolas on me. I'm going to just go ahead and knock out a few bolas here. They're super duper useful. That's a large pile of poop right there from that big guy. Now, like I said at the beginning, you know, we lost a couple of crops of narcoberry from not being on all day yesterday. We were playing on the other server. That is kind of one of the downfalls of Ark. If you're not on and you're not being active, stuff is probably going to start sliding away and going sideways on you. You kind of got to stay on top of things if you want to be successful in this game. So keep that in mind. If you're going to play, you know, depending on what you plan for your role to be and how involved you plan to be, you know, that can make a big difference in what you're actually going to accomplish. Now, let's see if he's ready to poop. I need some food, I know that. So we're going to grub down these berries. I'm going to jump on Undertow here. Undertow my lady trike. And is she ready to poop? Just about, but not quite. Okay, well, we'll check her out later. Hopefully she'll poop soon and we can start making some more fertilizer. Alright. That one of those little thief bastards it is. We're going to shoot him. He was going to come for me anyway, so we're just going to preemptively take that sucker down. Alright, so we made a foundation right here. Let's take that foundation and place it. Start getting these wooden foundations replaced. Beautiful. And we will get that going on momentarily. What's up, Nick? Alright, so we need more stone. We're going to grab the boat and we're going to go stone hunting elsewhere. It's going to take me a long time to get stone from right here. There are places we can get stone a little bit more reliably away from here. So let's go on an adventure, I think. I think that sounds like a good idea. So like I said, we've got rock kibble, or rock carrots now. If we can get some dodo eggs, we can start making kibble from those. And we'll be able to go after pteranodons with that.
I'm thirsty.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright, so we got some stone right here, and this is pretty much what we're going to have to do for right now, is just kind of skirt down the beach, picking up stone as we go. What all am I carrying? What in the fuck? Are you kidding me? The second I get off my boat, I get attacked by a thieving bird and then a fucking thieving dino. Unbelievable. There is nothing I hate more in this game right now than the fact that they've introduced these creatures. Like, I like Ark a lot, but those creatures are seriously making me have to consider whether I really want to play this game or not. It's literally the dumbest fucking mechanic I've ever seen in a game. Like, the little dudes on the ground, alright, you know, I gripe about them. They're kind of annoying, but the birds are 10,000 times worse. Is that a Carno? It is a Carno, and he's eating all the dodos. Okay. What's up, Carno? We're gonna shoot us a Carno, boys and girls. Let's see how much raw meat I can eat before I die from it. And I don't know where the Carno went. But he's not available for me to shoot at the moment, so we're gonna truck on down the path here. Alright, so I think I know how I'm going to solve my stone problem. As well as kind of kill two birds with one stone. In the past, we've gone up the hill to harvest metal and whatnot. And I'm going to go up there and grab some more metal and grab some stone while I'm at it. And eventually what we may do is just start kind of building a resource base up here. But for the time being, we're just going to skirt up here. Hey, look, there's a chest out, a supply drop. Is there anything else that I can drop that we don't need right now? This can all be dropped. How are we doing in here? We got some fertilizer going? Beautiful, beautiful. We got some medium in there, good. Alright, how are we looking inside of this? No, this. Let's drop some of this meat off. Let's get this cooked up. So what we're going to do is take this, 6, and 7. Does that actually stay? It does. Okay, that's cool. I don't know how good of an idea that is. You know, if we were to ram that Bronto right there, would it just destroy us for that? But, you know, that's pretty cool to know at least that I can stick them on there like that. Could do some interesting things with that down the road. Alright, so we got some wood just now. I'm going to pull this out. Can we ignite? Nope, can't do that. We can do it with this though. So let's light the fire up. Let's get some meat cooked up right quick before we head out and start doing some adventuring. Close all the hatches up. Actually, we'll step out right here. What's up, dude? So we'll grab some nearby stone while that meat's cooking, just to make life a little easier for us. There's a dodo right here. Level 40. That's not too bad. Let's go get some handy dandy fiber. Let me fix one thing as we do. Yeah. Okay. And let's pause that. And I think we're going to do this. Just trying to test something out that I just found to try to make my little stream mode in YouTube work a little better. But it doesn't. I'm not sure that it works. All right, let's get back to the boat. Well, all right, hold on. We literally have no food at the moment. That sucks. All right, let's start repairing these things right quick. There we go, much better. All right, we got a little fiber now. We got some food coming up. Should be able to grab this food out of here right quick. Do I still have food in here? I got a bunch of rotten meat. Oh, beautiful. We ran out of spark powder in there. Okay. Kind of deserved that, so can't really say much. Oh, I got dodo eggs. I can begin making kibble. That's awesome. Those dodo eggs are probably the single most important thing to me. I forget. I think it's 1 egg per kibble, which would mean we can make up to 10 kibble. And 10 kibble, I think, will actually get us a fairly... I've got food on me. Yeah. A fairly good tame. Let me take a look here. So, Dodo Kibble, it takes 1 egg, 1 rock carrot, 1 cooked meat, 2 mayho berries, 3 fiber, and some water per kibble. Okay. And then if we go to, say, Dodo Eggs, and we look up Pteranodons, because that's what we want to get is a Pteranodon. For a 150, we would need 13 kibble. So if we can just pick up 3 more Dodo eggs, maybe 4, to be on the safe side, we would have enough to tame a top-end, high-level Pteranodon, and it would only take us an hour. That would be pretty freaking sweet if we could pull that off. So it's kind of we're kind of in a double-edged sword. Now that's an 85 Dodo. I'm not interested in 85. 40. I could go for a 40. All right, so let's do a 40. Let's punch this lady in her head till she's knocked out. All right, she's chilling. Oh, okay. Let's get some narco berries and stuff to feed her. And we'll just restart our dodo farm. We'll keep them on the boat for now if we have to. I don't care. And we'll deliver them back over to the house here in a little bit and put them up in the pen. There's a 50 Pteranodon, so we could easily tame that. But we're going to go for the big stuff, right? Now, obviously, we don't want to waste mayho berries. They're too useful to us in other tames. But we can go ahead and drop some of these other berries in on it. And drop a few narcos. So 1, 2, 3, 4 should be enough narcos. And we'll see where that gets us with taming on her. Okay, so we want to start working on some crafting here. It's foundations we're after, so there's rock around us. We can go ahead and start working on that rock while she's taming. We've got lots of rock back inside this boat already. Just get loaded up with stones here. And that's not working all the way I want it to, unfortunately. This is not what I wanted to do. Yep. And there we go. This is not perfect. All right. So I was trying to find if there was a dark mode for the YouTube Twitch UI. I mean, Stream UI. But apparently there is not a dark mode for that, so that kind of sucks. But, such is life. She is taming right along. I'm going to go ahead and feed her a bit more narco. We're going to come take out some more rock. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Almost literally. Some more stone knocked out for us. We'll go ahead and grab some thatch while we're in here. I don't want to load up too much on wood right now because I want to keep most of the weight capacity that I have available for only stone. But at the same time, there's not a lot of stone around. I'm going to take whatever I can get. And I've kind of gotten some of the easy stone here. Some more stone down below her. She's at 80. I think she's going to make it. I'm going to go ahead and narc her one more time, though. Just because I don't want to dick around and, you know, lose progress that I've already begun on. And we're about done here. Yep. What are you doing, Most Chops? Get out the way, buddy. Just need this young lady. Right here. Alright, there's us a new female dodo. Let's take her back to the boat. She'll be nice and fancy smancy. Alright. So for her, we'll just set her, you know, I don't know, maybe right there. And what we'll do so that she doesn't move around is I'll actually drop stones into her inventory, which will kick her weight up high enough to where she can't move now. So she's just chilling there. She cannot move unless I pick her up. We'll drop the rest of this stuff off. We'll go make a quick metal run while we're in the area. We'll get the rest of our meats. And I'm going to go ahead and still change her behavior to disable following. Alright, let's check on the meat that we've got cooking right here. All done. Let's go ahead and put this out. We picked up a bit more flint. That's good. We'll toss that flint into here. Let's get some more spark powder going. We need it to operate these preserving bins and everything. So, stone and craft all 20. I need to start really paying attention to when I need to defecate so that I can start keeping this loaded up. She'll also start producing poop. She's already started. That's good. So if we... Dang it. Exactly what I didn't want to do. No. That's fine. Just leave it there. Alright. There's the male dodo. You know, we could try to get him. Let's see if I can get him inside of the boat, I'll attempt to tame him. If he will go inside the boat, I will do it. Alright, there he is. I've got narcos. I'm going to let him starve for a minute. We'll gather up stone here along the beach. If he's an easy tame, why not? You know, he gives us a male. He's right there. There's more stone right here to be grabbed. We'll do it. I don't really want to because he's such a high level, but screw it. Why not? So I think he's going to take like 40 berries to do that one. If they're all Mayho. If it's not Mayho, I think he's got to eat like 60 berries. Something to that effect. I'll need to gather some berries here for a minute. Which I need the berries anyways if I'm going to go tame other dodos. And since I want to build a little harem of dodos, that'll be kind of important. The fiber is not exactly a bad thing either. Frankly, if he stands up before I get back over there, I don't really care. It's just one of those, I knocked him out because it was, you know, situation of opportunity. And if it works out that I get back over there and I have the right amount of berries and, you know, it's minimal to no work to keep him, you know, I'll take him, whatever. At one point on one of our servers, we started taking dodo breeding seriously because we wanted to do cockfighting, basically. And so everybody was going around getting high-level dodos and breeding them up to build super chickens. It was pretty funny. It's kind of a comical thing. Feeding 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's basically the amount we would usually use from a single narco. I'm gonna drop these in here and make some more narcos. In fact, narcotics, that is. Drop 2. Need some more spoiled meat. We got plenty of that. Craft all. You still got spark powder? Yes, you do. We actually have plenty of mayhoes right here, so we'll feed this dude up with some mayho after we've starved him down a bit. Alright, we got some additional stone, that's good. Toss it in the box. Got some more small feces, that's good. Some more human feces. Bam, and bam. If we get one more human, we can go ahead and make another fertilizer. And that's a good thing. Alright, so let's see. Split stack in half. Let's give him 2 of these. That should boost him up pretty good for a minute. We'll go get some more stone and we'll come back and check on him. We just pooped again right there. Just grabbing these stones off the ground right now. Because there's actually quite a bit of stone just by scooping it if you're paying attention while you walk around. It's one of the things I didn't like about the procedurally generated server is stones that look like they were available to be picked up couldn't be, and instead of being big rocks to notify you, you know, hey, you can harvest this, they look like these bigger, just above ground stones, and you just have to try to pick them up. If you can't, okay, mine it. Or if you try to mine it and you can't, okay, just pick it up. I didn't like that very much. Right, let's make me 1, 2, 3 of these. He is starving, so let's start putting mayho berries in. That was a mistake. I should not have done that. His taming efficiency just dropped severely because of feeding him a couple of mayho berries before I fed him all. But he was literally about to die, like 4.7 health. If I'd let it tick again, he would have died. I didn't realize that his hunger bar had gone down that low that fast. So this is kind of an example of taming at a high level. We're losing a lot of bonus levels off of him because I just fucked up the feed. Had I had all the berries to put on him right off the bat, he would have gained a bunch of bonus levels really fast. This time he's going to drop fairly significantly because I screwed up the feed to begin with, and because he took a significant amount of damage from starving. whatever, it's fine. We're going to finish the tame. That's all I care about. So easy come, easy go. I'm not going to gripe about it. It's mayho berries. I've got a trike. I can harvest more of them fairly quickly. The trike is still, you know, low level. He's not all that great, but he gets the job done, and that's what matters. Now, what is this dodo right here? This is a 55 female. Let's get some dodo doo-doo. Do I have berries on me? I got a little bit. Want a few narcos to keep her down, of course. This other dodo should be just about ready to stand up if it hasn't already, so we'll check on it. There it is, it's up. He survived. This dude came out to being level 107. That's pretty high level dodo. We'll bring him up here. Set him right here beside his girl. Take these mayho berries off of him. Load him up with stone. Give him some of these other berries to feast on. Just kind of keep him, you know, satisfied for now. Behavior. Disable following. Beautiful. And there we go. We've got lover boy and lover girl hanging out. And another little lover girl sitting over here ready to be tamed. Let's put this in here and let's grind that up into spark powder. And put those in there for now. Alright, let's just move down the beach to where the other dodo is. Advantages of having our boat with us. Alright. And like I said, I want to get multiple dodos. I'd like to get somewhere between 3 and 5 females to this one male. And this is working pretty simply right now while I harvest the stone that I need anyway, so it works. You know, we'll keep it on her food. Let's toss these in there and go ahead and feed them to her, and then I'll come back and check on her in just a second. I know I just pooped. I don't know where it went though. Alright, my hatchet's about to break. That's okay. That just means we'll stop gathering stone and we'll finally head up the mountain and go gather the metal like we had talked about to begin with. I wanted to simply try to clear as much of this out as I could. We've done a good job of that. We'll repair the hatchet on board the boat here in a minute, because we should have some metal lying about, as well as everything else. And it only takes 4 metal to repair the hatchet to begin with, so we should be good there. Let's check on our dodo dame here. She's doing good. Her hunger's down. Let's go ahead and start feeding her. Now, I don't think that her hunger is low enough to go to a complete tame, but we're, you know, it's not the end of the world. We're not going for perfect tames on dodos. So just before this axe breaks, I am going to go ahead and grab a little extra lumber just to have it on board. Oh, I lied. That's the axe right there. It's done. Alright, we've got a little bit of metal, not much. No big deal though. How's our dodo pair doing up here? We got poop, that's good. Alright, let's drop the human feces in. So, as of right now, if I can get some thatch, 50 of it, which I've got right here, I can go ahead and process that into some more fertilizer for our plant boxes. So these little weak, 3,000 points of nitrogen are now going to become 54,000 points of nitrogen by turning it into fertilizer. And that's super useful to us. Alright, she's almost ready. I'm going to go ahead and narc her one more time. Just to take her back to full, and we're going to head up the mountain for a minute. I want to go get a load of metal, and then we'll come back and check on her on the way back down. That should finish her. If it doesn't, you know, such is life. I'm not going to cry about it. Alright, up here we got our metal nodes. And with these metal pickaxes, we're going to be able to gather metal really fast. So, more than easily, you know, do any repairs to anything we need to. Alright, so we're at 207 out of 250 pounds. Let's head back. How much metal did we actually get? 140 metal right there. So that's 70 more ingots for us. Just off that one quick trip up here. And hopefully when we get back down here to the bottom, our Dodette is ready to go. So that would be nice. She is ready and waiting. And she came out to a level 71. Not bad. We actually have some high level dodos. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's go, my lass. To the boat with ye. Now we'll just drop her down, say right there. And load her up with stones. Well, as best as we can, load her up with stones. We're just going to set her to not follow. Oh, she's not following. Good. Okay. We've got 2 females and a male riding on the boat. Good. We picked up some additional metal. Perfect. We should have some more spark powder made. That's beautiful. Let's go ahead and get a portion of this in here to start smelting these ingots down. Let's dump some into here to keep this running effectively. Pull these out. Pull these off of her. Put these on. There we go. That's good. And that's good. Alright, liking how all of those look. We've got 2 fertilizer in here already. I'm going to go ahead and drop in 2 more human feces. I think we'll come up with another one of those, you know, quickly enough to make some more fertilizer. So for the time being, we will throw these in here, along with these, and we'll call that good. Now, stone-wise, we got several hundred stone so far. We've got several hundred metal. That's good. I don't see a reason why we shouldn't continue to gather stone as we can. So, got a couple of dodos here and a little bit of stone. We're going to take a look at what level they are. Should be enough ingots done, I hope, by this point. Perfect. Open our smithy up. Throw our axe in there with these ingots. What are we missing? Takes 8. It only takes 4 to repair though, so we're good. Axe is repaired, and we are back in business, boys and girls. That simple. Level 60 male dodo. Not really interested in a male at level 60. Sorry. You're a female? Maybe. For now, you're dinner. Now, I know there's a female around here because that dodo had the little mated icon applied. What would be really great would be, hello, oop, nice, would be to find a large quantity of dodos in an area and pick up, you know, 5 more eggs. Or hopefully just get my dodos to start laying some eggs soon. That's the goal. Because then we can go after, do some serious Pteranodon hunting. And for, you know, in the beginning, we'll probably take whatever Pteranodons we can get. We do need to be checking for eggs each time before we take off, though. What do we got over here on the beach? Lots of rock, that's good. Few dodos out and about, that's good. Let's come on down around here where all these dodos are. Yeah, we got a multitude of dodos on the beach right now. Comfies, various friends. Now, when there's hostile dinos around, obviously we want to keep the door shut. We don't want comfies being able to come and eat the dodos. Other, you know, dilos, things like that. We will want to get some dilos going soon as well, because dilo eggs are important to us as well. There's a level 40 female. There's a level 15 male. While the 40 female is doable, it's not optimal, so we'll hold off on that. Let's go, comfies. Oh, that's bad. Nice. The Carbonimus just attacked those little dudes. I'm gonna let all of them get to work on him. And I'm gonna go to work on him too. Boom, right in the face. Boom. Well, that's no good. He's definitely hurting me. So me and the comfies killed this turtle. I'll take that. Where have I been putting points into? Melee. Trying to get that up to 200% now. So these comfies are definitely trying to find their ways to my dodos right now. And I'm definitely trying to kill them. There we go. Bunch of dead comfies. Right on. Oh, I swung my axe too many times. Unconscious due to high levels of torpor. That sucks. Sacagawea. Now, the Carbonemus are fun for me to kill because they give me keratin, which I can use for making cementing paste. And down the road, I'm going to need lots of cementing paste. But there's better sources of cementing paste. I don't know what those dudes are running from right now, and I don't really care at the moment. Alright, let's take a look here. What is this? This is a trike egg. I don't see a trike around here, but I don't trust it. There's a trike right over there, actually. Level 40, huh? No eggs yet, but that's okay. Alright, we're gonna drop off this, this. And I believe we have the ability to make a club. Is that true? No? We never learned that? Clubs are here? Oh, okay. I guess we didn't. Okay, no big deal. Let me talk to this old dude. Give me these berries. That should hopefully be enough. Just to be on the safe side, we'll grab out a few more and we'll stack some meat. Oh, we'll probably need some, do I have some on me? Narcotics? Yeah, I've got a little narcotic on me. Cool, cool. Let's deal with this lady. No, I needed to fix my crossbow. That's what I was going to do. Ooh, a low level. Beautiful. Level 15, that should be a short and sweet tame. Alright, let's feed her up. Nice and tasty. Dodo, it's what's for breakfast. How we doing over here? Doing good, boss. Doing good. Keep on cooking them. Alright, plenty more wood to stack in there. Throw this in. Let's go ahead and get this repaired. Beautiful. Perfection. Almost tamed. Love it. How's this bad mamma jamma doing? Rolling down quick. Awesome. That will put us up to 4 dodos. Nice and quick, easily done. Took care of some of our goals. That last torpor probably wasn't needed, but I would rather be safe than sorry. I just want to get this stuff done and have my egg production crew ready to go back at the base. Do 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 do. Come on, lady. Let's check on this one while we're waiting on that one. Alright, she's about ready, so we will narc her once. And then we will drop these in to feed her. And she should finish up on that one narc. This one we will take and throw her inside. Up on the top floor. There you go, my stud. Got you. Hey, look, some eggs. We're doing... Business is good. Business is good. Behavior. Oops. Behavior is disable following. Yes. Alright. Got a couple eggs right there. That's good. Perfect. Throw these eggs in here. And that puts us at 12 of the 13 we need to be able to tame a 150 Pteranodon, sorry. So that is good stuff, if you ask me. And this young lady is about done as well. And our dodo taming goal has been met. So we've also gone ahead and picked up quite a bit of stone. That's, you know, good for business. Disable following. Okay, nobody's following me. We've got 4 chicks and 1 dude. Doing all the good. I know we picked up some more human feces while we were out. Let's take a look in here. How we doing? Let's pull out the medium. Throw in the human. And let's get a bit more... thatch. Add that in there, and that's going to be 2 more rounds of 2 more rounds of fertilizer right there. Alright, I think we're good to head back. Let's head back. Actually, we're just going to continue around the island the direction we're already facing. Let's get that done. Dodos are annoying as hell. Now you gotta watch it when you're transporting dinos inside of the boat or on the boat. If you ever have them on a surface in which they can be pushed off or they can slide off due to running the boat on the ground, they will be pulled through the walls of the boat and out of the boat, and you will leave them behind. So pay attention to not, you know, run over stuff without knowing what you're doing, because you will lose animals if they're on board the boat in any form or fashion. dodos have returned to the island. Now the next thing we're going to want to start to tame up for the purpose of kibble and eggs will probably most likely be silos. And we are home. Congratulations, dodos, you have made the trip. Ladies, let's start getting y'all out of here. And we will want to eventually weigh them down similar to what I've done with the others so that they cannot move. Once I get them, you know, right where I want them, I'm going to want to weight them down where they can't move. Come on, baby. Let's get these dinos unloaded. I got too many boats. I've only got 2 boats. What you talking about? Each boat's for something different. I'll explain it later when I get ready to do it. Plus, I tend to make boats because they give a lot of experience. Each boat you craft is worth 200 experience, and it's pretty nice. Alright, so Dodo here. Oh, that's where I want her. Damn it. So this is the fun part, is getting them to position in the way you want them. I want them to position facing the wall so that they cannot move, so that when I need to come harvest their eggs, they're all nice and simple to harvest. Come on. Come. Now there are ways to do this a little easier, but I don't feel like messing with them right now. Although I may have to. Let's just do it like this. So once you weigh them down to the point where they can't move, it becomes much easier to position them. Perfect. You son of a bitch. So the male, I don't really care if he moves. It's primarily just the females that I do not want to move. There we go. So now all my dodos are positioned. So I can just walk up and grab whatever I need from any of them. So that makes that a little bit easier to go through and farm for them. So if you'll excuse me for 1 second, guys, I am going to quickly go grab a drink and check on my kiddos. I'll be right back. All right, and I am back. And let's see here. Let's turn off that BRB sign. Perfect. Okay, so we need to get some stuff to weigh down the dodo with. Probably the easiest thing I can do to weigh down dodos is going to be wood, because I need the stone too badly. I've still got plenty of wood laying around on the island. So let's gather up some wood to weigh these guys down with and pull the stone off of them. And we'll even go ahead and weigh down the male, just because, you know, we can. It's easy. It's not that big a deal. I actually want to quickly come in here and change something on my settings. Nope. And bring back up my windows so that I can see if anybody's speaking to me. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay. So we're just grabbing a bunch of wood at the moment to weigh down dodos so they can't move around. And I've picked up enough at this point that I'm weighed down, so mission accomplished, JD. How much am I holding? 229 out of 250? I don't know. I think I should still be able to move around holding that much wood. Come on. If I can carry 250 pounds and I'm carrying 225, I guess I can see that. You know, you'd be kind of struggling with that at that point. So yeah. Now we're going to want to make this dino pen we got going on right here much larger as we go. And we're going to talk about how we're going to expand that here soon. Because obviously, you know, we're on one corner down over here, we already couldn't reach the ground. And on this corner, I think the ground's going to get too high. But there's a way we can overcome that. Alright, so let's look at this little guy first. Let's have him eat his food. And let's check what we got on Undertow for a minute. Undertow's got some, he's got some blueberries for him. That'll work. What I don't want Undertow eating is I don't want him eating these mayho berries. That would be bad. So let's step into this little guy. We'll hand him 100 berries. That accounts for 10 pounds. So if I want to put, I need to keep in mind as I weigh these guys down, you know, to leave a little room for food. But he can basically hold 132 pounds. Now I can pick him up, put him wherever I want him. I want him here. He's not able to move anymore. Same thing with this one. She's got all this stone on her. Stones weigh 50 pounds. We're going to drop the 50 out and put that in. And then we're going to quickly swap in this. And she's got some mayho berries. We'll drop those mayhos out and add these in. She's not moving anymore. Alright, this lady's got 100. So pop that out, pop that in. Pop that out, pop that in. She's set. And same thing here, 34. We're going to need a little bit more wood, and we can do that one now. What do we got going on in here? 2 fertilizers, some thatch. There's some more thatch. That's good. Transfer, and can I go again yet? Not yet, soon. Alright, what do we got down here? We got a little bit of wood. Start dropping stone in. Got a bunch of stone out in the boat. We got 3 small animal feces here. So let's throw the smalls back inside. Those are, you know, also ready to go. We can take the human back out. We can put the smalls in. We need to get a little bit more thatch to be able to make 2 more rounds of fertilizer. The good news is that we no longer have to worry about our dinos attempting to roam. What's up, Minty? So let's get some thatch off this tree. That'll be enough because there was 68 in there. Now we can go back to gathering wood. Our dodos are almost set up and ready to go to be the egg farm for creating kibble. I don't want to hit that tail of that dino. That'd be bad news Browns for us, so let's try to avoid that at all costs. Oh, we got overweight again. We're just so fast at gathering, it's redonkulous. Redonkulous. Alright, so there are a lot of trikes rolling around on the island right now. Like a lot. But we're also starting to kind of get up there. We're at an hour and a half on the stream timer. I don't know if I want to get into a big tame tonight. What we may just do is we may look at how kibble is actually made or something like that instead. Alright, let's drop some Theachiosis into here. Pull that out. We're good now. Okay, let's get the rest of the stone off these dodos. And the other advantage of the dodos, obviously, you know, aside from the fact that they're now going to be laying us eggs, is that they're producing, you know, constant poop for fertilizer, and that's a big deal. We're gonna need a lot of that. There we go. So everybody's got a little bit of food on them at least. That works. And we're off and running. I don't think anybody else up there has stone on them. Let me make sure. Wood. 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 Perfect. Now I'm not actually going to be doing any leveling up on those dodos. There's not really a point to it. We just want them to stand there. And if we start leveling them, you know, if we give them carry weight, well, the whole idea of what we just did to weigh them down has now gone out the window. So why would we want to do that? You know what I mean? So you gotta think about that before you start just, oh yay, levels, let's level them up. That'll be cool. Do you want them to move around? Because if you start giving them levels, they're going to be able to move around. Alright, so we're adding a new door. And in fact, we want to make a wall. There we go. Let's put in our new door right here. And we'll add a ramp as well. What do we need? We need some wood, some thatch, and some fiber. So wood, thatch, fiber. Wood, thatch, fiber. There we go. Not ramped. Ramp. Let's craft one of those right quick. Transfer that business back out. Perfect. Okay. With that done, we can come over here. We can take this door, demolish it. Take this door frame, demolish it. Replace that with this handy dandy stone wall. Boom. We now can get in and out of the base from back here instead of having to run all the way around to that side. If we are on that side, we can get in through the dino pins ramp, so that's not a big deal, right? Right here, we can now walk up to the front door and walk right inside. Easy peasy. Alright. Now the other reasons we wanted stone is we want to start replacing all of these foundations as quickly as we can. And if we need to get in, you know, like I said, we can just come through the dino gate. We don't even have to leave this closed anymore, other than for the defense of the dodos, so that nothing that's a meat eater can go in there and start wrecking all of them. We got a level 5 female right here. Unbelievable. You're joining the farm. It's just too easy for us to pass up on that. I mean, that's like literally 2 narco berries and whatever else I hand it, and it's tamed. So I'm not going to pass up on another egg layer that's that easy to get. Level 20 Pteranodon. Not really what I'm looking for. It'd be a super easy tame, but not really what I'm looking for. Let's get ready to make some kibble. So kibble, every dinosaur has a particular type. Hey look, yes. There's my 13th Dodo egg, nice. Every dinosaur has a particular type of kibble that they like. And for Pteranodons, it happens to be Dodo Kibble. You call the kibble, you know, blah kibble types, such as blah as being Dodo in this scenario, based on what eggs are used to make it. Every kibble takes an egg of some kind a crop of some kind, raw meat, and mayho berries and water. And it has to be made inside of a cooking pot. So I think I have a cooking pot inside. If not, we're going to have to learn the Ingram right quick. We're going to finish up this dodo right quick, and then we're going to get to work on making kibble. Now, you want to make sure you have a way to store your kibble once you start dealing with kibble. Because it's not the easiest thing in the world to produce. Aim it up. Let's see. Let's go, girl. Eat them berries. Eat them berries, big mama. Level 5 dodos, best dodos to tame. Super easy, super fast, low maintenance. Their eggs are the same as any other dodo's eggs. You're putting them in a safe place. It's not like you're using them to be out farming. So the lower level dodo you can find, the better. And anytime we find a level 5 female, you know, we'll probably go ahead and tame it. Eventually we may even pick up a second, you know, male, depending on how many females we've got hanging about. But this girl is now part of the Dodo Legends. Okay. So let's weigh her down. We'll weigh her down in just a second. For now. Jaeger. That is not what I want to do with you. I want you. Thank you. Okay. As long as she stays right there, we're good. So. Cool. Alright. Obviously, poop's going to be happening like crazy right here. Alright, we do not have a cooking pot. So let's go ahead and look in the Ingrams. Have I learned a cooking pot? I have not. Cooking pot you can learn at level 8. It takes stone, thatch, wood, and flint to make one. So let's make one. So, stone, thatch, we've got a little bit, flint, wood, craft, cooking pot. And we might want to make one of these over in the boat as well, or we might just want to make this one in the boat in general. I'm thinking we're just going to make this one in the boat in general. Because cooking pot is, it's a pretty useful thing to have anywhere you're going. Now the crops that I was talking about, obviously we know we can grow narco berries, we know we can grow what do you call them? Mayho berries, you know, any of the berry types we can grow. But along with those berries, there are other vegetables that can be grown. There are rock carrots, I don't remember the names of all of them off the top of my head. I'll show them to you here in just a second. If we get just the right spot right there. Cool, there's our cooking pot. Now, cooking pot works like any other cooking source. It requires a fuel. So wood, you know, whatever. We'll just throw 100 wood in there. We know we're gonna need some berries. I know I'm gonna need some cooked meat. Do I have some on hand? If not, I know I've got a lot of raw meat laying around. It's gonna require Dodo eggs. We happen to have 13 right here. And the next thing that it's gonna require is gonna be rock carrots for the ones we're gonna be making. Okay. So let's see here. Are you done? Yes, you are. Beautiful. Give me some spark powder. Put these in here. Now the thing about crops is they're also very good for taming animals. They eat vegetables. But they're also extremely useful. They decay super fast, like at hyper speed they decay. And when we were cooking with this cooking pot right here, it's kind of a strange deal because you have to be able to put water in the cooking pot. Okay. Well, we have water here, and that's great. But how do we get water into the cooking pot? That's where these watering skins come into play. Watering skins are pretty cheap, hide and fiber, no big deal. They have a Big Brother recipe on down here a little ways in the form of a water jar. And water jars take cementing paste and crystal. The advantage of a water jar over a watering skin is that a water jar holds a full 200 water. Watering skins only hold 100. Water skins will lose their water over time, whereas a water jar itself will not. It will continually hold what it's got inside of it. So that's super nice. Now I'm actually going to go ahead and pick up this pike recipe because they're a very nice weapon, and I want to start carrying one of those when I want to fight things, so that I'm not using my tools to kill things anymore. And let's come in here real quick. Grab these ingots out. Pop them into here, and we can make a pike pretty cheap. 10 wood, 10 ingots, and some hides. Let's grab that. We're going to grab these. We're actually going to replace our narcoberry plants, and we're going to replace our mayhoeberry plants. I'm doing one of each, and the whole reason I'm doing one of each is exactly what I just explained with cooking the Banshee Smancy, what's it called? Kibble. When we want to make kibble, we're going to need mayhoeberries and narcoberries on hand, and I would much more prefer to be able to have everything right here ready to go, and I know it's ready to go at my personal farm, than have to go out digging for it or farming it up with the trike. Eventually I'm going to be more focused on just keeping narcoberries farmed than anything else, but for right now, having some mayhoeberries on hand, not a bad idea. So we'll throw some mayhoeberries in there and let them get planted. In here we're going to put our narcoberries. We're going to throw some feces in there with the fertilizer just to kind of back it up. And right here are the rock carrots. So we have 108 rock carrots. You'll almost always get seeds back. So once you plant, eventually you will get the seed you invest in this back. And that's a good thing. You should be getting the seeds back. You can run your plots off just straight poop. You don't have to make fertilizer. But fertilizer is so much better. Now here's the thing. Inside of here, these rock carrots, they'll last 15 days. I'm going to show you something with this little batch of 8 right here. So 15 days, 11 minutes. The second we take those out of there, this is now going to decay in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. You want to immediately transport them into some form of a preserving thing, like this preserving bin. So now we jump the time back up to 43 minutes, 10 times longer than it was in your inventory. So it's very important that you don't just hold these and let them spoil. Now, I know that we need to get a few water skins made. And for that, we need hides and fiber. So I know we've got hides right here. At least we did. Yep, there we go. So let's craft, I don't know, let's craft 6. So a cool thing about hides or watering things is like this right here. I can get a drink out of this. It's pulling water up out of the ocean for me. But I can also open this, and I can stick these watering skins inside of here, and they will fill up. So I can have them on hand, ready to go. But I mean, I could just go stand out in the water and fill them up also. It's pretty easy. But having these here, you know, you can just pop them in, fill them up real quick, pop them back out. No big deal. And there we go. We got 6 watering skins. Okay. So let's get our cooking pot ready to go. Now we know we need this. We know we're going to need some meat. So we'll grab these. Let that keep on cooking. We'll throw these meat in here. How many did I grab? Got 16 meat. Cool. We know we're going to need some Dodo eggs. Right here. And we know we're going to need some rock carrots. So let's throw the Dodo eggs. Bam. Let's light the fire. That's ready to cook. So now we want to start getting the rock carrots. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to transfer. I didn't want to transfer them all, but I did because I'm dumb. Or did I only actually transfer 1? Okay, cool. You can transfer 1 at a time. Nice. I would probably do 2 at a time in here. Maybe 3. And then throw your water in there. And you can put multiple waters in there. That's fine. And they will filter out as they need to. I do not want all of these. I'm going to put 4 in here total for now. I think that will go quickly enough. So we are cooking right now. At least we should be. I want to make sure about that right quick. 1 dodo egg, 1 rock carrot, 1 cooked meat, 1 mayhoeberry, Oh, we need fiber. I forgot about fiber. That may screw us. Let's see, do I have any fiber? Yeah, there's fiber. I always forget that these recipes take fiber. There we go. Now we're set. Now we're cooking. Let's hope we can cook all of these before these expire. There we go. Dodo Kibble. Dodo Kibble lasts 2 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes at its base level inside of there. As soon as we transfer this kibble into here, this stuff now lasts for 29 days. This is an excellent way to store food. As soon as you finish with one water skin, it will deplete like that. You can run right outside, fill it right back up, take it back in, pop it back in. Sometimes it is better to cook with spark powder, so you're not producing, you know, ash constantly. It's totally up to you. Now, I kind of went the long way about trying to fill up that watering skin. I can come right out here, and I can have the watering skin sitting on my bar right here, and just hit 9 from there and fill it back up. Pull this out. Let's go, let's go. Pull that out, put that in, there we go. And we'll run right down here, 9, 9. Did I not get it? Really weird, usually they auto-populate. I don't understand what's happening here. There we go. So far so good. We've made 2. We haven't wasted any of our rock carrots yet. We're going to go ahead and grab these last 4 rock carrots out. Should be good to take them in now. Pop that in. There we go. We've got 4 remaining, so we don't really have to worry about juggling anything anymore. Pop that kibble in there. We're up to 4 kibble. And this stuff is the best food, like I said, for taming pteranodons. And that's what we're after, is we're getting ready to get us a pteranodon for a flying mount. Let's look. I really don't want to pull these 100 carrots out, because I really don't have a use for them right now, and I don't want to waste them. Crops are the second best thing to tame vegetable-based tames with. Now this is a level 20. What would it take me to tame a level 20? Pteranodon, right there. We took on a level 20 Pteranodon. We would use 3 kibble to take on a level 20 Pteranodon. That's interesting. Let's see if we have any more eggs yet. Look right here. Here's an egg. Here's an egg. Here's an egg. Beautiful work, dodos. Very proud of you guys. There's some kibble. Got 2 more carrots to cook in here. Everything's looking good. So what else is the cooking pot useful for besides making kibble? Well, let's see if we have 100 berries up here at all. Almost. Did I put 100 berries on any of you guys? Actually, I do have 100 berries right there. Alright, so let's pull these reds out. Let's drop the yellows back in and the blues. Alright, so let's pick up this animal feces here. There's just another egg. Awesome. Thank you, Dodo lady. You ladies are doing great already. And your egg farms can get pretty ridiculous, I'm not going to lie. Especially once you start really growing out and start getting a lot of dinos on hand. The egg farms can get crazy big. Because you're going to want eggs of all kinds of different dinos. Alright, let's, we've got all of our kibble. We didn't waste any of those carrots. That's excellent. Let's put this kibble away. Now, the other thing that we can use the cooking pot for is if we make an Ingram note here. We can actually make our own recipes in the game. To do this, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put in here a watering, we've always got to have water. And then we just want to put in what we want to make the recipe out of along with this. So we're going to cook 100 mayho berries in here. Light the fire and then come to make recipe. And it's going to consume all 100 of those. Now you get to do this fun thing right here. We can make it into a drink or we can make it into a food. We're going to make a food. So for region 1, we're going to do this. For region 2, we're going to do this. For region 3, let's do this. For region 4, we'll go with that. And for region 5, let's do that. Okay? And there's all different kinds of designs you can put on here. We'll go, well, I'm sorry, there's 3. So these are called Tinto Berries. So Tinto cake is what we'll call it. Super yummy. We can put whatever we want down here. We can make this into a drink or a food. We're going to make it into a food. So let's make the recipe. Okay. And if we look inside of this, we have Tinto recipe right here. It requires 100 berries. This is going to give us 24 food, 7.25 health, 7.25 stamina every time we use 100 berries to cook this. So if we put it in there, we just screwed up because we had some ash present, so we can't make it right now, but we could have. This gets you dye. If you have ash and you mix it with berries, that's how you get dyes. But let me see if I can go get some more red berries right quick. Hang on. Surely I can farm up 15 red berries right quick. And this is also why in the cooking pot, it's generally going to be a better idea to use spark powder to cook with than it is to use wood. Wood's going to create ash and berries, and you start getting dyes. And I didn't really want dyes, so that kind of screwed me over a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. But now, if I do that with, other forms of berries, so, the dino, he's good at going out and farming a lot of berries at once. I can start making these different recipes that are very filling and restore, health and stuff, so that these large quantities of berries, I can actually make better foods for myself instead of always having to be eating meat that spoils. These foods that are made like this tend to last a lot longer in your inventory than just standard berries do. So how many do I have? All right, I got 20. Let's take these back. And let's make one of these just so we can kind of show you. And you can make this recipe massive. Like, you can make recipes that will fully heal you in all of your hunger in a single go. The trick to cooking these recipes, I'll explain it to you in just a second, is your crafting speed. It's the stat that most people are like, well, I don't see any point in using that. Crafting speed does have a point and a purpose. So now that we got this in here, let's put the berries in. So this recipe's like, okay, I need 100. Okay, let's cook it up. There's 100 of them in here. There's some water. There we go. There's our cake. So 100 just got consumed. And we've got this cake now. This cake has a 48-hour spoil timer before it will go bad. Which means we can come and put it in here. And it's now got a 19-day spoil timer. So this is a good way to start stockpiling food for yourself that doesn't go bad quite as quickly. And then if we poop. So right now, we are at 76 water and 40 food. If I eat this, I'm going to get back 24 of that food. It's going to give me a little stamina recovery and a little health recovery. All just from standard berries that normally you'd eat 100 of them just to get a little food back in you. So this is a super nice thing. And it tells you down there you're ingesting food. Your food meter starts going up. You can make some really nice recipes. The higher your crafting speed, the stronger the impact of making one of those recipes is going to be. All right, I want to run a check real quick back up here with the dodos again and see if we have any more eggs before I pull these 100 carrots out. Because once I pull these 100 rock carrots out, they're done. We use them or lose them type of situation. We've only got 45 minutes with them, right? So there was one more egg. And we're going to try to make as much kibble as we can with it. And then tomorrow, you know, we'll have more rock carrots tomorrow. So that's cool. Oh, sweet. Got another one right here. I could just wait, but it's not that big a deal. So we're just going to grab these. Take them. Put them in here. And realistically, having 100 of them, you know, I could go and... Actually, I will do that. Let's make an Ingram note right quick. Accept. And pull this out. We'll do that in just a minute. So F. Take this out, take this out, take this out, take this out, take this out. Yeah. F right here. Let's grab the spark powder. Let's come outside, refill this bad boy. Are the rest of you filled up? Nope. Let's get them all filled up. Want these water skins ready to go. Alright. Okay, so we're going to need fiber, mayho berries, meat, which I've got more meat cooking at the front of the boat. Let's go get it real quick. That's done. So meat, 10 dodo eggs, and obviously we're going to need water. And I believe the only other thing is going to be the carrots. Got the mayho, got this, got this, got this. Yeah, we just need the carrots. Okay, let's go ahead and turn that on. Oh, spark powder. So open this guy up. Let's do transfer, 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 and transfer. Okay. Drop these bad boys in, light it up. And that should start producing us some kibble. And hopefully we can cook 10 of those kibble in that amount of time. So let's go ahead and put our other water sacks in right quick. Just so that we've got as much space, you know, used in there as we can. And when we get 4 of them back, we'll go try to, you know, refill them and get them ready to go. This red coloring can be used with a paintbrush, and you can paint all kinds of stuff with it. So I'm just going to drop this off in here for now. So at the end of the day, we're going to end up with 18 kibble. Since we have 18 kibble, we can use a portion of that kibble to tame a lower level Pteranodon if we really want to kind of get us started with taming flying mounts. And while that's down there cooking, we will do one more quick scan for dodo eggs while that's cooking. I don't see any. It's too bad. I really hate being wasteful with my crops because they're so hard to get off the ground. Here in a day or two, we're going to have, you know, especially once we get up to like greenhouses, we'll have crops just literally rolling out of our rear end, so it won't be a big deal anymore. Let's get this, let's get this. Refill those two. And remember, try to transfer it directly as quickly as you can back into the preserving bins to really get it to last as long as we can. The upgrade to the preserving bin is, as you might have already guessed, refrigerators once we get to electricity. little more spark powder in there just to kind of keep things moving along. I'm going to go ahead and refill these. I don't think we're going to need these last two again, but I'm going to have them on hand just in case. There we go. And the kibble is going strong. So right now, we have enough Dodo Kibble to tame a max level Pteranodon. That's a 150. And if we could find one, that would be freaking amazing to do. And this guy's already slowly starting to reproduce more and more and more. That's what we want. There's just another bag of fertilizer. Here's some more human feces. Make a little more right quick. Go. Let's get some more thatch put in there. We need another 50 thatch. And that guy will be good to roll. And we will keep the dream alive with all of our crops. Some kibble. And there's some kibble. Got 19 seconds, so we're about to lose some of these carrots. And that's kind of the risk you run if you put too many in there at once. They cook down too fast. So let's transfer 1, 2, and 3. No, I'm stupid. You're not going to lose all of them. You're going to lose one. I'm going to eat it. It was a tasty treat. Oh, we got some kibble on us. Let's go put that away. Beautiful. Now, if we really want to be fastidious about the use of our eggs, our carrots, we can just slowly keep hunting, more dodo eggs out of here as they pop up, and continue cooking with them and use the carrots for as long as we can. I'm definitely going to make as many kibble as I can, because having multiple attempts, you never know what's going to go wrong in one of these tames. I've had tames that have just gone super sideways at the end of the tame, and it sucks. There's nothing you can do about it. It is a thing that happens. But having some extra on hand is a pretty good idea. There's 2 more. That puts us up to 18, so we're going to end up being at 20 kibble. That's a pretty good start. Now we can also make kibble from these other eggs that we've got laying about, and that's good too. Alright, that's done. Let's take all this stuff out of here. Turn it off. Alright, I want to do another recipe. So we're going to hold this, make recipe. Let's turn this into something like this, right? So we got green, or we'll do yellow. What we got here? That works. Okay. I don't know what that's doing. Whatever. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna make this recipe called Rockarot. But to make this, get these right quick. 7 and 8, and then transfer down here. 9 and 0. Open this bad mamma jamma back up. And we're just going to use what's left of our rock carrots for this. We're going to start with just 10. Actually, we can do a 5. Let's see what a 5 spot does for us. Okay. So E, make recipe, Rockarot. We'll do that, that, and that. And there we go. We're making it. You can see it filling up. Boom. There we go. Alright, so if we kill this fire for just a second. So those rock carrots that we're going to spoil so fast are now giving us a decent food that restores health, stamina, and food. Now we can make that a lot bigger. We can make it consume, 10 each if we wanted to. This doesn't restore a lot of food. It's 3 food per, but it only costs us 5 rock carrots, right? So if we look in here real quick and take these out, we're going to be able to cook quite a few of these. And these don't require water or anything else. They just require the rest of the P to be present. So we can go through and let this thing start knocking out, making quite a few of these. And they stack. So storing this is now, once again, a reliable food source. And it doesn't let all these rock carrots that we have right here go to waste. I could double that recipe and have, an even heartier food if I wanted to. We'll let that cook for a minute. And with all the hubbub, we got 20 kibble. I'm pretty stoked that we got 20 kibble right there. That's kind of nice. Now if we only had the correct target to go after, it would be really nice. Da-da-da-da-da. And now our carrots did not go to waste. We made absolutely the best use we could have out of what we had to use. All right. And looks like we got more rock carrots coming in. Yep, we do. So they're already regrowing. So, not the end of the world that we had to use them. Just part of it. We'll go ahead and load this sucker up with small feces. Just to at least keep it running forward. Same thing. I think this is our... That's Mayho's. Narco is more important to me than Mayho, so I'm sticking the extra fertilizer right there. Alright, so major accomplishments. Got some really good foods that we want. Got some kibble, which will be super duper important for taming Pteranodons. And yeah, I think we're about done. We've been streaming for about 2 hours. It's usually where I like to try to call it quit, just to not overdo it on YouTube. So as always, guys, if you liked it, like it. If you'd like to see more like it, click that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. I'll probably do some work on the base and finish getting it stoned out off the line. That's not necessarily something important for you guys to see. I may even start kind of expanding a bit, but nothing major. I may just harvest berries. I don't know. Get things ready to go, But here's where the base is as of right now. It'll look a little different next time I see you. You guys be good to one another, and I'll see you next time. Laters.